What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Now, this is based on a graphic novel and is directed and written by Luc Besson, and he owns the foreign distribution company EuropaCorp, and he has made such films as The Fifth Element, which is, on a very grand, very creative, engrossing scale, and then you have films like Leon the Professional, which is more kind of quiet and more character-based with the characters involved in that film. So Luc Besson has made good films in the past, so when he was making this film, I was a little intrigued because, The Fifth Element kind of looked like that. We're going to have this colorful, creative world that we're going to be immersed into, and, the trailers didn't really win me over, but I've been hearing great things, and so I saw it, and it's visually amazing, but the story kind of lacks. So let's get real and break this down. So I will say that Luc Besson here, just like with The Fifth Element, has created this really colorful and vibrant world that you want to be in. I'm telling you, as soon as this movie starts, you just want to be transported to this world. It's so otherworldly and so creative and wildly imaginative. I was just I was in awe. My jaw was on the floor because of all the beautiful, gorgeous visuals that were just bestowed on the screen for us. And we got to see the film in 3D, so I will throw that out there. And the 3D is very well done. But the worlds that he creates, and the creatures, and the design and the environments are so awe-inspiring and so just beautiful. I could not believe what I was seeing. And so for that very reason, when the movie started, I was already in. In the first act of the movie, I was in. I actually really enjoyed this first act of the film. I was engaged. I felt like I was going on this adventure with these two characters. It was exciting at some times. The action scenes were really well done. But my issues with the film fall within the second act and the third act. The second act, it starts to kind of tire itself out a little bit, and it does a lot of side missions. It doesn't really focus on the core of the film. And so, while those side missions might be exciting, it does detract from the main story, and so it kind of slows the movie down a bit, and you can really feel that pace. By the third act, we get to the main storyline once again. The problem is that the reveal or twist, it felt very TV movie-like. It didn't feel like it had that emotional gut punch you would want from this epic sci-fi story that's being, just drawn out in front of us. Because the worlds that are created provide this epic feel, but the story felt so mediocre. And that reveal at the end really just was like, okay, it was very unsatisfactory. And then the movie just kind of ends. And I was like, okay, it was a great adventure to start out with, but I felt like I ran a marathon. I was geared out. I started out strong, and then I just started getting tired towards the end, and that's what the end kind of felt like. The performances, on the other hand, were fun. I liked Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne. I'm glad Cara Delevingne wasn't doing any of this crap like in Suicide Squad. She actually was likable. She was ferocious. She was strong, and she would break down emotionally when her character needed to be. So she had all those quadrants you would want in a performance and a character, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. This is based on a graphic novel, so there's going to be it's just going to be a giant space opera, and you're going to need some of those performances to kind of come through. Dane DeHaan was fine. I'm not going to say he was great. I will say that Cara Delevingne had the better scenes than he did, and I believed her in her role more than him, because he played a major in the movie, and Dane DeHaan is only I think 5 years older than me, so let's calm that down. So I didn't really believe that too much, but Cara Delevingne was really great. Clive Owen is really great in the film, and then a couple other surprises I will not ruin, because I didn't even know a certain person was in this until the credits roll. I was like, when did he have the time to go film this? So I thought that all the performances were fine. It fits in within the universe and kind of that fun, kind of campy, kind of serious tone that they were trying to go for, and really kind of capture the essence of the graphic novel. I haven't read the graphic novel, but usually graphic novels kind of are like that. So the performances are fine. Cinematography, just like it goes with the visuals, very well done, very creative. There's some really great shots. They're in one take, and I was like, how did you do this, Luc Besson? How? A lot of great tracking shots, and just I think the wonderful imagery of the worlds and the creatures and stuff will draw your eye in to where even if it had like the worst cinematography in the world, it's still gorgeous to look at. But the cinematography does complement the special effects quite well. The music is also really well done. It provides that just kind of extra layer you would want in this type of adventure, this grandiose blockbuster film. And that's about it, guys. So overall, I think the visual component of this is going to be nominated for Oscars. It just is. And I think if you were curious about this film, I wouldn't say full price, but I'd say a strong matinee just to see how good it looks. Because the VFX people, they worked their asses off in this film. You can definitely see that in the final product. I just thought the story started out strong, just kind of petered, and then really just kind of was very blah at the very end and didn't really have that punch you would want from this epic story. So I'm going to give Valerian, A City of a Thousand Planets, which I still recommend, by the way, even though I have a lot of negatives. I'll still give it a B-. I was going to give it a straight up B+ when the movie started, and then once I got to the second act, I was like, okay, B, and the third act, I was like, okay, B-. Because like this film doesn't warrant like a C+ or anything, because the sense of adventure, the sense of world building, and the sense of creativity are so strong in this that I can forgive the story just a hair, but it's still a very bland story. So Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets gets a B-. And I actually do want to read the graphic novel, by the way. This actually heightens me to want to read it. So B- for me. What about you guys? Have you seen Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, or have you even heard of it? Comment that place roll my face and let me know. I'm curious to see if anyone out there liked it more than I did or less than I did. So I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMoviescreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.